Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 10 of Forgotten Favorites. We're revisiting the whole Forgotten Favorites topic. This whole notion of favorite albums of ours that are forgotten by most people, never heard by lots of people, obscure, undiscovered, underrated albums that by the masses are totally forgotten, but there are favorites. That's kind of the whole thing here. I've been trying to pick as much really cool, obscure stuff that I like a lot. I'm trying not to go for major bands that maybe have an album or two that just didn't really get noticed a lot. We all know those, right? These are more of the stuff that hopefully I'm turning you guys onto some new bands and albums that you've never heard before. This particular one, this is a fairly noteworthy guy, but this is a solo album that I don't think many people had heard because it was released pretty late in his career. Came out in 2002 on Deja Vu Music, Blue Moon Music. I'm not sure which is the correct label here, but Menetti. Dave Menetti from Y&T, that's right. This is a little solo band. He's got two solo albums away from Y&T. The other is under his name, Dave Menetti. This one is just called Menetti. And like I said, this was released in 2002. 13 songs on here. A little bit different than what you normally get from Y&T. This is more like kind of bluesy hard rock. He's got on board Myron Dove on bass, Chris Miller on drums, Dave, of course, on guitars and vocals, and Tony Steed on keyboards. And there's Dave on the back there. It's funny, I didn't have this on my original list to tackle this month, but I was listening to this in the car yesterday, and I thought, you know what? This would be a really good pick for Forgotten Favorites, because this is a pretty damn obscure album from him. I guess unless you're a hardcore Y&T fan, right? You probably are pretty aware of this. But if you're like a casual Y&T guy or never listened to Y&T at all, this, in 2002, really late into their career, this would have been total, fly by everybody. But if you like bluesy hard rock with some absolutely sensational ripping guitar work and great vocals, this is highly, highly recommended. So like I said, you got 13 songs on here. Messing with Mr. Big is the first track. Totally awesome. This is really hard rocking, but again, it's got a blues edge, right? So whereas there's really not much of that in the majority of the Y&T catalog, this I think was a chance for him to go out and do something a little bit different. He totally did. You got No Lies, Hard As I Tried, Tough Luck Avenue, I Remember. Storm is really good. Man, the guitar playing in this album is so, so good. To me, Dave Menetti is one of the underrated guitar heroes of the last 45 years or so. When I think of the great Gibson Les Paul players, he's one of them. And you can hear it, man. I was sitting there listening to this in the car and hearing all those little things that are so unique about the Gibson Les Paul guitar. I've got 3 of them, so I know how unique sounding they are. And man, Dave is he hits on all of them. The kind of the pinch harmonics, the slides up and down the neck, those meaty riffs, so good. And just dialing in, turning on that neck pickup, playing some solos. Just so, so good. It's Over, All in This Together, I Can't Take It, Lay Me Down, The Other Side, Tell Me Why I Should Wait and Take My Time. The last, to me, this album is really, really strong. It's a long album. It kind of loses a little bit of steam towards the end. The last 3 tracks are a little bit more on the slower blues side, a little more atmospheric, whereas the whole, probably the first 9-10 tracks are all real high energy stuff with loads and loads of cranking guitars and his always great vocals. So yeah, this is really good. Performance by the band is top notch, very tight band, but it's all about Mr. Menetti on here, hence the title, right? So yeah, if you've never heard this, never checked it out, I highly recommend it. If you just love great guitar playing and soulful vocals and just high energy, heavy rock, bluesy hard rock songs, this is really good. Production is great too, but it's all about the guitar in here. So go check it out. Eric Porter, you watching? You would probably like this. So anyway, if you've already heard it, let us know what you think down in the comments below. List your pick for your forgotten favorite for today, and we'll see you tomorrow morning for another one. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before we leave. Also, down below, we get the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you in advance, as always, for your support there. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I'm Pete Pardo. Hope to see some of you tonight at the Saxon Uriah Heep concert in Peekskill, New York at the Paramount Theater. I'll be there with a whole bunch of folks from the Hudson Valley Squares. I think Rob's going to be there, Karen, Lynn, Ryan, and I think Rich Catino's going to be there. So a whole bunch of folks will be in town for Saxon and Heap tonight. So if you're there, come say hello, and we'll see you all tonight. Take care. Bye-bye.